Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. William Ruto's team are now coming out to cover the statement and also the news that exposed them towards Mama Mboga, Pauline Waithera. As the national media came out exposing so-called hustler government led by William Ruto, I realized something that is very crucial that I want you to understand, that they are so desperate. And through this, I have a video here from NTV that has come out to tell us the truth. When the Mama Mboga, Pauline Waithera, came out complaining that William Ruto used her during the campaign to illustrate how the Mama Mboga were going to benefit from his government. In any case, he was going to win. And of course, he is having the government. During an inclusive interview by the national media, initially, I think it is just about 2 days or 1 day, Mama Mboga, Pauline Waithera, trended in social media after national media headlines read that William Ruto and his brigade used her. After that interview, something that is so pathetic and shameful, Dennis Itumbi came out strategizing on how they were going to cover up the statement or initial statement and interview that Pauline Njoroge, aka, not Pauline Njoroge, Pauline Waithera, aka Mama Mboga, came out telling nation media that they used her. Now, the video that came after the interview is that they came out coaching Mama Mboga, Pauline Waithera, to come out to debunk that William Ruto and his team used her. So this is just an inclusive analysis that I want you to understand how the NTV has come out to break it down. So I want you to watch the video of NTV giving us an inclusive exposure towards whatever is happening. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a fundraising to support Nudin Salash, who is going to take kidney transplant. After reaching out this channel, he is requesting with a humble heart for your support. He is able to raise 1 million Kenya shillings plus NHIF, and because the transplant is going to take 2 million Kenya shillings, he is requesting you to assist him raise another 1 million Kenya shillings to enable him go take kidney transplant. The way I'm displaying the number, you can donate what you have. I will appreciate so much. Those who have come out to donate already, I want to say thank you so much. If you are willing to add again, I will appreciate. We are just remaining with a few days to adjourn the fundraising. So watch the video of NTV, then we continue.
And tonight we are calling out what appears to be attempts to twist the truth by state operatives on a story we headlined on Monday. Pauline Waithera, the popular Mboga who shot to fame during the last election as she accompanied candidate William Ruto Bomas, in a new video today seems to say the opposite of what she had told nation journalists last week. In a fresh video, Waithera has come out to defend the Kenya Kwanza government from accusations of, quote, using and dumping her, which she had told us that is exactly what had happened to her. So, where really does the truth lie, and how thin is the line? To headline our coverage tonight, here is now NTV's Brian Obuya with the context.
This was the headline in Monday's edition of the Daily Nation, a copy that is still available on nation.africa. The story of Pauline Waithera, a 70-year-old woman selling groceries in Kiambu. In the run-up to the 2022 polls, the Kenya Kwanza team enlisted her services in their campaigns. riding on the slogan of the downtrodden hustlers, the Mama Mboga and Watu wa Boda Boda. Waithera was supposed to market the hopeful contestants as just that. Essentially, she was used as a poster girl to illustrate how the bottom-up model would lift ordinary people into self-reliance. Last Saturday, 2 days before we went to press, she told our team she is a bitter woman because even after being used to market UDA, she remained poor, with the trappings of power she enjoyed during the campaigns having vanished and none of her powerful friends picking her calls anymore, including Kiambu Senator Karungo Dhangwa.
Acha nikwambie naye Karogo is my best friend. Even now is my best friend. Juu yeye ndio alifanya nifikie Ruto. Kwa hivyo hata kama ana siku hizi anichukulii simu, hata nikimpigia sijui aliblock my phone, hachukui kusema ukweli. Let us speak the truth in my heart. Hachukui simu yangu hata nikimpigia. Siwezi sahau na yeye. Na wakati nitakaa vizuri, lazima nimuite akunywe kachai. Juu yeye ndio alifanya nifikie Ruto.
Pauline Waithera told NTV and the Daily Nation that she has now been abandoned by the people who used her to fire up the campaigns. She claims she did little to benefit her job as she was on the road every time. She said she's yet to see someone of her status appointed to any lucrative seat in a government touted as that of the poor.
Must nijue ofisi kuniita tu occasion to celebrate vile walikuwa wananisumbua kila wakati nilikuwa nataka kama swala juu wanaweza kuniita anytime wakati wa campaign
walikuwa na, lakini sasa hawakuhitaji
hata kamoja hawajaniita mimi hata one day tuende tukaserekee. Hakuna hata moja.
Born in Githunguri, Ms. Waithera has a son and 3 grandchildren, all of whom live in a 2-room house. She laments that life is very difficult and she finds it hard to feed herself, her 6 son and 3 grandchildren, especially after she was abandoned by those she believed in.
Hata bonoko, bonoko. Alikuwa ananitumia kama bonoko. Unajua bonoko ukienda upate nini? Ukate what do you call it? Passport. Mwisho uende ati unataka kwenda. Ukienda kule kwa ofisi ya angaliwe, unaambiwa, "Ma'am, hii ni nini unatuletea na hii ni bonoko." Why? Juu ulichukua magendo. Yes.
Niona walikuwa wanataka kukutumia tu.
Yes. That's what I want to say.
Now that is our side of the story.
Kwa sasa hapa nimesimama. Akanichukua picha yangu bila kumruhusu. Na simujui, akaniambia mama, unajua sasa hii nimekuchukua picha yako sasa hii. Nikasuka nikamwambia ai, mimi kwa nini umenichukua? Hapana, hata sasa hii unaonekana kwa simu nimekupost kila pahali. Nikamuuliza kwa nini? Na akaenda. Nikasikwa na wasiwasi. Kwa nini huyu mtu ameniambia ati amenichukua picha yangu? Nikamuuliza, sasa umenipiga picha na huku niachia contact yako, si uniachie? Haya, akafanya mzuri akanipatia.
But in a video clip shared earlier by UDA's seasoned blogger and also CAS nominee Dennis Itumbi, Ms. Waithera has denounced ever sitting down in an interview with us despite our 2.5 hours at her grocery.
Nikakasi, I was very much annoyed. Even now I'm very much annoyed. Ni nani alimpigia simu mimi nikaambia niko na shida? That's my question. Ruto is not a child. Ruto is not a child. Heli agemtukana mimi kuliko kutusi Ruto na mimi.
The now angry trader sensationally claims that Ruto gifted her 300,000 Kenya shillings a day after she accompanied him to the Bomas of Kenya to present his nomination papers to the IEBC. We spoke to Ms. Waithera, and so did the Kenya Kwanza bloggers. The 2 interviews took place and both videos are now out. Be the judge. Back on Twitter, where Itumbi is leading a brigade of Kenya Kwanza allied bloggers in dismissing that story, there are those who think that A lot could have happened between the time we interviewed Ms. Pauline Waithera and the time her new video clip was making rounds earlier today. Brian Obuya.
Now, I think you've watched the video. What is the indication of this explanation from NTV? Is that William Ruto's government has the team that is working days and nights to ensure that anything that they are going to be exposed, they are ready to cover up. When Pauline Waithera was being interviewed initially first by NTV, Pauline Waithera complained that even the senator of Kiambu, who introduced her to William Ruto's team during electioneering period, nowadays even don't pick her calls. Is it an idea of using her, then dumping without any assistance? Whatever Mama Mboga Pauline Waithera is saying, herself, it is not a must for herself to have a job in the government. But is there any possibility of Mama Mboga's, someone that is close to her, can have a position in the government of William Ruto? Which, as we speak now, there is no assistance that she has as we speak now. So there is just literally a way of William Ruto is now allowing Itumbi and his bots to embarrass him on national TV. And I think we are there to try to expose them still, as at the same time they were exposed, at the same time they are coming out to cover up. It is something that is out of hands, because already we have the news, we heard what happened, and they cannot come out to confuse us or cover up the truth that Pauline Waithera said lively. Now, they came out behind the scene, recording their videos, coaching Pauline Waithera to say this and this and this so that they can cover up this. Then after that, they circulated this video so that this can be, at least they can cleanse themselves. But after that, NTV again came out comparing the two videos. They have realized that still William Ruto, his team, are just trying to cover up. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your support. Please consider subscribing.